Hey, all my nerd geeks and dorks, and welcome to Raddcast, the podcast where your nerd card is accepted. Tonight it's just me and Adam. We're doing a little overview of Skyrim for you.
We're actually going to be playing the audio from the Skyrim demo that they showed us last week at Quakecon.
Yes. And so, along with that, we're going to give you a little, I guess, kind of commentary about what the hell went on, because it was more of a video panel than what it was audio or whatever. So,
well, they asked us not to take any. They asked us not to take any video, and so yeah, we wanted to respect their wishes and not.
We played by the rules. Show
video, but I figure it's been a week out. There has, I mean, like, you can go onto YouTube and find video of it if you really want to look for it. But so we're going to play the sort of the audio portion of it and kind of go over some of the stuff that they're doing with it.
Yeah, exactly.
And I guess we're going to go ahead and get started.
Yeah.
And you guys enjoy, and we'll be cutting in and out on occasion to kind of throw in a little commentary, kind of like,
let you know what the hell was going on at that point in time and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. This is sort of an experiment for us because we've never really done this before.
So
because it's sort of like, and so he walked into the room. Nothing like that, but yeah, just sort of like explaining what's going on and kind of throwing in our little 2 cents here and there.
Holy crap, there's a lot of people here. How you guys doing? You guys ready to see a kick-ass RPG? Me too. I'm Pete Hines from Bethesda. On behalf of everybody at Bethesda Softworks and Bethesda Game Studios, thank you guys for taking the time to come check out a little Skyrim. First time we've ever shown this to the general public. We have one and only one request in exchange for bringing the game here and showing it to you guys, and that's we ask you to take your cameras and take your phones and kindly place them in your pocket. Please don't record the demo. We don't want crummy, shaky cam footage of our stuff out there. We promise we will put this out in all its glory, a nice HD version. But please put the cameras away and don't record the presentation. Okay, having said that, I'm going to bring up a gentleman that many of you probably know. He was the man behind the 2008 Game of the Year Oblivion, the man behind the 2006 Game of the Year Oblivion, the 2008 Game of the Year Fallout 3. He is one of the very best creative minds in all of video gaming anywhere, and one of my very best friends, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Todd Howard.
Show, like one man and a controller. Thanks, Pete. So I guess it's all downhill from here. This will be the first time that myself and my team has showed a game at Quakecon, so thanks for having us, by the way. Cool for us at Bethesda to be together with id Software. I have been a fan of id stuff for a really, really long time. I imagine a lot of you are from Texas, yeah? What people don't realize about Texas, it's hot, it's either 60 degrees inside or 110 outside. Can we get some middle ground of 70 somewhere? Anyway, if you look at what id has done with first-person shooters, with Doom, and then back in the day, you look at Origin Systems in Texas with Ultima, which is a big inspiration for us. If you really look at it, Texas is the heart of video games as far as creativity. we are going to kick off Skyrim here. It is running on the Xbox 360. That was the exact response I expected. Frankly, the keyboard and mouse does not work as well up here as this for doing this. I assure you the PC version looks even way better. Jump right in. You know, and the team at Bethesda Game Studios and I, when we finished Fallout 3, we kind of thought, well, we're going to do Elder Scrolls again. Should we wait for the next generation of hardware? But we had a pretty big laundry list of features that we knew we could do with the PCs that are coming out now, on the 360 and on the PS3. So when we do an Elder Scrolls, our whole goal is to make a virtual fantasy world come to life on the screen, to make it feel like this is the first time you've played one of these games. And it is a game where you get to create any kind of character you want and go do what you want. And when it loads up here, it's going to be a little bit into the world when you step out.
So this was the first opening screen.
Yeah, and what they were showing there was really a wooded area, just kind of some scenery and stuff. It would, you know,
lots of mountains, lots of. It was very pretty.
Very,
I'll put it that way.
Very intense, man. It's just as comparing as somebody myself that played the last Oblivion Elder Scrolls game. Comparing the two, especially on the scenery, it's like freaking night and day. Like it's that much better. It's insane to really.
Now I'm someone who hasn't. Here's the thing: we've got someone who played the games previously, and then I have no experience on them. So I'm coming in on it from a completely like new view. I don't know anything about the series. Don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
This game looked really, really good. It's one of those things where it's like, all right, well, this is cool, but a lot of mountains, snow-capped mountains, trees, forest area. Anybody who's seen any of the preview footage or even maybe some of the bootleg footage from this, or I guess it's not bootleg, but footage from this anyway, you can see that the game is very well done on that capacity, and it is kind of hard to explain in an audio format, especially when the first opening screen you're kind of like, oh
that's really pretty.
That's really pretty.
I mean, the best way to put it is that it was in a wooded area, and just the texture and just the texture and the amount of crap. What's the word I'm looking for here?
Just the graphic intensity of that alone.
Just the detail. The detail that they went into, and actually, like, the tree bark looks like fucking bark, man. You know, and the moss, and it's just insane.
It's a very good looking game.
Yes,
so we were kind of like everybody else at the time. We were just like very kind of like, oh well, that's very good looking.
Exactly.
And so that's where we were coming from with that. So let's go ahead and get back to the audio here.
Spent a lot of time completely rewriting our graphics engine, so all new graphics, all new gameplay. And again, this is all 360 live. And when we do tech, I know you guys are really familiar with the id stuff. When we do technology, we're interested in showing really micro details like these plants, these logs, and then macro detail like these mountains. You can walk to the top of that mountain, it all just streams in. So we deal with levels of detail. Can y'all hear me okay? I can't really hear myself, so. Whoa. And again, all that detail is going to stream in. With the kind of games we do, we can't hide stuff. So our view on rendering is we're just going to draw all of it. You can play in first person. You can also play in third person. You can see some of the new animations
Okay, at this point, he's starting to show some of the dual wielding capabilities. Each hand is separate from the other, so you can have a shield or have magic or weld another weapon. And of course, it's kind of hard to hear because at this point in time, people have been worked up into a frenzy.
Yeah. The last game, if I remember right, it was like the X button was like your swing your sword, and like your left trigger button was your shield and stuff like that. I'm really behind the whole right and left trigger system for the wielding of the weapons, man. That just seems to be just natural, I guess, or whatever.
It does seem like it might be a more naturalistic way to go about it, and that you have independent items to use in each hand.
Yeah.
Seems very cool. Now, he hasn't talked about it yet, but when you're using magic in both hands, you can combine them together.
Yeah.
And use them in that capacity as well. But yeah, like the audio gets a little hard to hear because people are just worked up into a frenzy when they see that he's changing out a shield for a sword, or he's changing out the sword for magic. He's doing these different things, and he's got, 2 different things going on in each hand. So
yeah, it was really impressive. The one thing that got me is I noticed again that he talked about you could play in first person or third person. Well,